Rudy Giuliani, the liar now admits he lied. In a court filing, he does not contest what Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss accused him of, that he smeared them after the 2020 election, and he refused to concede his statements caused damage to Moss or Freeman. He still wants to argue his statements about voter fraud in Georgia in the 2020 election were protected speech. Notably, that Freeman and Moss's defamation suit claims they have been subjected to relentless attacks since 2020, when Giuliani and Donald Trump cited them, sometimes by name, to fuel their since debunked election fraud claims. The poll workers seeking an unspecified amount of damages, claiming Giuliani's actions caused severe emotional distress and put them in danger. At the end of the day, what we're dealing right here are liars. In fact, simple as that, Rebecca. Rudy Giuliani is a liar. He lied repeatedly, and so now he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I admit I wasn't being truthful. But he still wants to argue the results of the election. Dude, give it up. Y'all lied. I hope they take him for millions, and I hope he loses his law license everywhere.
You know, Rudy was a liar, is a liar, and he will be a liar tomorrow. That's been Rudy Giuliani since however long that we've known him. That was him when he was when he was a practicing attorney, and this was also him when he was mayor of New York City. The bottom line here is I hope Shay Moss and her mother get all the money that they can out of him, because people like Rudy Giuliani, they do not understand unless it hits them in the pockets. And I hope for the future, when other people, especially on the conservative side, go on television, they do these relentless attacks that actually cause harm, I hope they all go bankrupt.
You know, Niambi, I mean, these folks have lied so much and so often they've actually believed the lie. And then when you hit them with a lawsuit, now they got to defend the lies. Now it's like, I really wasn't telling the truth, but I still want to argue the results. Sorry, bro, you lost that. Take him for every cent.
Yeah, I agree with you and Rebecca here. I mean, look, we heard that testimony. We saw these women who were really just trying to be good citizens. They were doing their civic duty, and this is the payment they get. I mean, these people are volunteering their time, their energy to serve their communities, and you have these men name checking them in public, and then you have these crazy people who were going after them. They had to leave their home. People were threatening their lives. I mean, these people were singled out. These Black women were singled out in public, online, and every other space for ridicule, for derision. They had their integrity called into question. I mean, they were absolutely terrorized by the former president and Rudy Giuliani, who knew better, right? So he can say all of this, but Rudy Giuliani knew better. He knew it was a lie then. To Rebecca's point, he knew it was a lie today. He knows it's going to be a lie tomorrow. And he didn't stop. They were relentless. And they gave these women's names around. And so people started repeating it. That's what made it particularly insidious and dangerous. And we also know how easy it is to gin up hate against Black women, particularly online. And we had to watch these women come before the country and cry and tearfully recount everything that has happened to them because they deigned to do their jobs, their civic duty, which most of us will never experience. Most of us don't have a heart for the kind of work that these women and other people like them do day in and day out. And yet these women were put in harm's way for not being willing to go along with some nonsense because a man didn't get his way, because a white man lost an election to another white man. So I agree. Take every dime that they can get. Rudy Giuliani shouldn't have a license, period, just on the strength of the big lie. So never mind the defamatory remarks about these women. He shouldn't have a law license. He has abdicated all responsibility. He has no integrity. And I hope whatever bar that has issued this man a license acts swiftly, because this man is not just irresponsible. This behavior in this case was dangerous.